that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So, Cancer. I feel that some of you are dealing here with needing to face the truth or needing to face the reality of certain factors within situations that are consuming your energy, and for some of you are consuming a little bit of your light. And when I say consuming your light is that I feel that some cancers are carrying some weight that energetically it starts, breeding some negativity into the way you feel about yourself, the way you feel in terms of your own health, well-being, the way you are able to connect with your intuition, the way you think. There's some type of negative burden that you are confronted with during this mid-month to possibly make a decision or address the situation, whichever it is, to the roots of it, so you can heal it or you can dissipate what it's bad about it and turn it into something you can work with without defining, your well-being. I feel that some cancers are conflicted. It's like they have this split energy with two very different things or two very different approaches on how to deal again with a situation that calls you to go to the underworld and take it by the roots so you can understand it. Because I feel that some of you may need to understand the situation as a part of your even though it may be coming from an external source, even though it may be coming from the bad behavior or the bad influence of people around you, or toxic relationships, or toxic type of people that for some reason is still in your life. There's a need to address the attachment, or there's a need to address the cause of why you. It's like, because I feel that some cancers are aware that something is unhealthy or that something is not right to their well-being, but either they're denying that factor or they're like turning a blind eye into it because they don't know how to deal with it yet, and so they just allow it to continue to grow, and fester within you. Or you may even be denying your own shadow during this period of time. You may be denying something about yourself, something about your psyche, and, an unconscious drive that possibly has an addictive tone to it, or an obsession to it, And I feel that some of you are kind of needing to be aware of your desires during this time, to let the obsession or whichever you are trying to contain inside of you, or whichever you're trying to deny about your own nature, to let it come out, to let it take you over temporarily, so then you can see it clearly, you can feel it, you can acknowledge it, and then it washes over as you accept that possibly there's something about your own nature that you have been avoiding looking at, or something about a relationship you are involved with, or a circumstance that you are involved with that feels restricted or restrictive, or something you can't walk away from, but still there's something about you that desires that. And there needs to be kind of a questioning or It's like facing the truth about this as a reflection to yourself. Some of you are leaving or deciding to leave or finding the courage to leave unhealthy situations, including relationships, addictions, jobs that are taking your power away, your chains with materialism, whichever is conditioning you heavily during this period of time, and that it carries some real impact on your energy. I see some of you really finding this brave energy of the Ace of Swords to cut out any type of strings that attach you to what is not serving you, what is not healthy, what is not promoting that sense of balance and well-being that you're looking for, but possibly looking for in a way that it's an illusion or a denial of some sorts. You do have the Two of Swords here as your challenge. So it may be challenging for you to actually take the step of making a decision, or facing yourself, or facing someone, or facing a circumstance that you want to remove, that you want to clear. Or possibly there's things about you that you need to express, that you need to put it out, put it out on paper, put it out on a video format, audio format, in front of the mirror, to that friend, to that person, whichever it is that it's suppressed within you, because you don't want to be seen as someone unpleasant, or you don't want to seem someone less beautiful or less peaceful, or you don't want to be seen as the troublemaker or the person that may have this type of energy. So you may be people pleasing, and so you end up having this split personality where you are kind of two-faced, or you have a tendency to have a certain behavior and then the opposite one in with different people or with different circumstances, and then you maybe start to question who you really are or what you're turning into, and I feel that, of course, this split two-faced, double-faced energy may be coming in from the outside. You may be dealing with people or relationships like this, but I believe that there's something about it that if you dig deep, if you go into the underworld, you may realize that there's a part of you that kind of is feeding into that, and so you're attracting that to learn something about yourself. It's not to punish you, it's not to tell you that you're a bad girl or a bad boy, nothing like that. But maybe you do have a part of yourself that wants to do things in a more daring way, or maybe you have some ambition or some sexual drive that you keep trying to hide because you don't want to be seen as the bad boy or the bad girl. And then, of course, that sooner or later, unconsciously, this part of you will come out, and you will do things that you will feel some sort of guilt or shame about, which is why the devil is always this dance that seems so difficult to remove ourselves from, when I feel that he just wants to be right there beside you, helping you just as a light being or a guide would, but you don't want to deal with it. Or let's say the majority of us, we don't really want to deal with it because it's scary. It's scary to see that we can be everything that we condemn or we blame in the world and society. It's scary and very uncomfortable to see that we ourselves can be tyrants, can be selfish, can be arrogant, everything or any trait that we hate so much about others or the world have something to tell us or teach us. And I feel that Cancers are here to deal with some type of a shadow energy coming out. And when it comes out, it's, I feel, an opportunity for you to face it bravely. And you do have the crown, so it's challenging, but You have all within you, all that you need within you, all the clarity available to actually, clear the fog of what's an illusion, what's just the fear talking, what's just, self-deception, and what's real here, and what's the core about it that I need to integrate, or that I need to see, or that I need to acknowledge, so I can make a proper decision without feeling so conflicted with this Two of Swords about it. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you who have been liking, sharing, commenting, donating. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.